Welcome back, everyone. Today, or I should say this episode, should probably take longer than a day. I'm going to be working on primarily some pack work, moving Nature's Aura to Chapter 3, moving this part of Elemental Craft back to Chapter 2, most likely removing Mana and Artifice. I also would like to integrate Botania more. And I'd also like to integrate Nature's Aura more. So most likely what I'll do is I'll create materials as needed to integrate Nature's Aura and immersive as needed. So that's what I'm going to do. First thing is going to be working on extracting Mana and Artifice. There's quite a bit that needs to be done. However, I started and I've made a resonating dust so far. So check that out. That looks pretty cool, right? So I'm going to replace, because right now this is what you use and you turn it into that. I'm going to make it use this instead. So this feature is something called interpolation, I think. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation, but essentially it just takes certain amount, any amount of frames, in this case 2, and kind of wiggles them back and forth. So this is obviously the Ender Pearl dust and Skystone dust kind of combined. Both of them have slightly tweaked shading, but yeah, that's the gist of it. Also, if I'm very stingy with my recording clips, I'm going to see if I can get Applied Energistics this episode as well. Alright, so step 2 is deleting these and then getting rid of the book in the Akashic Tome. This is still my Akashic Tome, so I'm going to put this back in the backpack. I'll need to pick a new recipe for this as well, but we'll see when we get there. So another reason this makes sense, this change makes sense, is you unlock the second tier of refining with the crumbling catalyst, and you also unlock the second tier of processing. So you unlock both tiers in the same chapter, which honestly makes a ton of sense. Similar to this. Speaking of which, I might make the first tier of refining, doubling, be done in the imbuement chamber or something similar. I think honestly that would be a lot better than washing, unless I can't do multiple outputs, because that would be unfortunate. Alright, so I've also just made energized steel require actual steel. And then here, all you unlock is essentially Applied Energistics. So basically the energetic alloy, and then charged Certus quartz. Alright, so I've also added a little quest here for Flux Bore, Flux Magnet, and the energetic infuser. I think there is other ways to charge it, but for now, I'm going to use that. I'm also going to add the Flux Saw, and then make it so that you only need 2 to complete the tasks. So the charger and just 1 tool. Now I've also started working on recipes for these as well, right here. So I've added a charged coil, which is simply charging a coil. Haven't changed the recipe for this yet. I'm not sure if I want to. Part of me says make it more expensive, make it more complicated. The other part of me says that would just basically be doing it for the sake of doing it. What I'd really like to do is make the recipe itself more interesting. like a why is this one not working? Oh, I don't know how these cogwheels get here. Anyway, would I like to make it more interesting? So that would mean some sort of alternate crafting way. However, then we get to the whole deployer and so on. So what I might do, haven't decided yet, is make the hand crafting recipe expensive. Like maybe use like a, I don't know, something just like a lot more expensive, and then make the processing recipe cheaper. Similar to how I have the, where is it? Capacitors. Where are you? These guys. So like if you look at this, it's 1 iron, 4 redstone, and 2 paste. Makes 1. If you look at this, it's half an invar and half a red alloy makes 2. And we already know red alloy is super cheap. So this is like an insanely better value recipe, but it does require more processing and it requires you to set up this. So that's the type of thing that I'm thinking about doing for the charged coils. I haven't decided exactly yet though. Or I should say for the flux coils, and the servos as well. So this flux capacitor does require steel. And so, oh yeah. These require steel, and these require steel. Actually, no, they don't. Wait a second. Blazing capacitors don't require steel? Well, oh, I'm thinking of hardened capacitors. I see. They look so similar. Yeah, so blazing is the next tier up, which, if I'm not mistaken, isn't too much more. No. Alright, so yeah, that being said, I will switch the battery to the hardened. That was the intended, anyway. Alright, there we go. I've also added a recipe for the element binder. Felt a little bit ridiculous that it just had a regular recipe. Shrines, we'll see. The imbuement chamber requires swift alloy now instead of auric gold, and most of the Arson of Vu stuff also requires swift alloy instead of auric gold. So I've been doing a little bit of work on the main menu as well. You can see I added this cool new pano. It's not 100% perfect, but close enough. You can see I've also got a shader installed on the main world. So I'm gonna have Oculus and the flywheel compat shipped with the pack. I'm not sure if I'm gonna ship a shader pack itself though. I also did a wee bit more recipe changing. The drills and the saw take up some bronze because I felt like we weren't using as much of that as we should. The element binder now requires drenched iron. Small change, but that way I can actually get it. And then the airmill grindstone also has a recipe. This is used in progression. It's used for making the gold powder, which you can no longer just craft it. I also increased the amount you get from crafting these to 3 for now. I did appreciate the rolling mill suggestion. However, red alloy already has a rolling mill recipe for rods. And then if you turn it into plates first, like, say, for example, like this, then it's wire. So the rolling mill is not necessarily an option unless we do something janky, which we could do, but we'll see. I didn't think I'd like the clouds being kind of fluffy, but honestly I kind of do. I'm kind of liking this pack, or this shader pack. I mean, this pack too, but you know. Seems like I forgot to attach this saw, which is a bit of an issue. Kind of awkward. This wall is like blocking the sun. That's not something I thought I would say, because shaders are definitely not something I play with often. Alright, we'll bookmark that. Get a couple of these. White rock. I swear we have white rock. It's earth, yeah. Automation. Sort of. Ooh, stars. This looks sick as well. And shaders. Fun. And then there's that great green glowing windmill. Alright, so I need this element binder in order to get primarily swift alloy, so I can do the stuff I've already done. Gold, trenched iron, copper, air, redstone. We need a medium amount of air. Now, if I get to this quest here, I do give a receptacle, which can be reused. This comes with its own, like, source thing, but the receptacle itself can be reused for moving the sources. So we're going to make this ordered sorter, and then I guess this instrument output receiver as well. So this is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to make 8 manually, and then we'll see about making the rest automatically. So gold drenched. Do I have enough drenched? Yes. Gold. Apparently you can't go up. Oh, right, because it doesn't realize it can stack. Copper. Oof, might be low on copper. Got some in here. Alright, and then it was glowstone or redstone and air crystal. Inventory management. Something that I need to work on. Make this more interesting at some point. Maybe. It just seems so boring to use just straight up gold nuggets for this. I've said it before and I'll say it again, gold nuggets, not a fan. Or just nugget crafting in general, like that just seems like an extra step that's just kind of awkward and unnecessary. Like, why go down, right? So I do have this air bookmarked straight north, so I'm gonna go straight north. What if I lost one of these air crystals? I guess I'm just making 7 then. And my drenched, so I guess I'm going back then. Wait, how did I lose my drenched? What? Oh, I probably crafted with it. Yeah. That's totally what happened. Must have been. Either way, I need more drenched. So there's 5, and then we'll do 3. And there's that last one there. I love my little janky setup here. But it works. Hey, look at that. I'm smart. Free crafting. That's interesting. Oh, that's not the shader. That's the actual... Yeah, it's the actual block. Alright, so order does matter in this. So it's gold, drenched, copper, redstone. Gold, drenched, copper, redstone, air. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Swift. Awesome. Oops. Bow. Alright, so I'm going to do this a bunch of times, then we'll be back. Now, before I finish crafting that batch, I do want to try that, sorter. Let's see what this does. Alright, so I decided to actually read a little bit about it instead of just guessing. Basically, you just right-click them into the middle, and in that order. So I do need a chest, so I'm gonna go get some wood first. Alright, so check that out. So I guess we just do that. Oh, that is too cool. That is too cool. So now that I have 3 more... Wait, what? Where's my redstone? Oh, my word. Alright, so I did craft up the output retriever. So this should help quite a bit. I also need to craft up some of these air crystals again to make some more swift alloy. But, yeah. So far, so good. This is actually so much easier. I do need to reset. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I can, I don't know if this will reset it or not. But yeah, it does. It just went straight back into there. As you can see in the top left, I still haven't finished removing mana and artifice, but I'll get around to it eventually. Dang it. Okay, we should have actual automation here, which is kind of amazing. Wow, that got dark really fast. Okay, not automation. Passive or something. Sweet, Swift Alloy. Yeah, it's actually not that bad with these instruments. That's perfect, honestly. Look at that. Look at that go. That's so cool. Look, well, we need more redstone apparently, but you know, here we are. So another recipe I just added is the energizing rod. It doesn't make sense for it to require the casing, so I've just switched it out with this recipe here. And then the following tiers are still the same for now, but I really don't know what to do about this, to be honest. Like, it's just a pain to automate. It's definitely possible with this rescan, but I don't want people to just be batch crafting it or whatever. I want it to be a reasonable part of the mod, the pack. Because honestly, you use this in literally everything in this mod. This mod. I don't recall if I showed this or not. It's been a minute. But I've also downgraded the need. These required steel, and somehow that slipped my notice. I forgot to change this casing out. This is basic cables. I'm going to change this casing. I've also replaced the electrical components, the immersive engineering ones, with these charged cables, or coils. Blank patterns require the precision mechanism, energetic alloy. It's still absurdly expensive, but that's the idea. The crafting terminal does require cobalt plate. Oh, the pattern. Man, I hate when I miss stuff like this. See, this shouldn't require. Oh, the pattern encoding does require crafting, doesn't it? So I should just bring this back. Pattern access. Because yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the crafting terminal, or yeah, I think you can actually craft with this. Either way, I think I'm just going to move the crafting terminal just to regular. In fact, I might even just get rid of the regular terminal entirely. And this is why I'm playing the pack, because this stuff I just didn't notice, and I wouldn't really have checked. And for some reason, nobody said anything, which is fair. I mean, it's safe to assume that stuff's done on purpose, but I mean, the reason it's in here is so you can get it at this stage. I guess to be fair, steel really isn't that far away, and honestly, if I rush it, I'd probably get it done faster than if I got ME. That's not really the point, though. Yeah, the pattern. Maybe I'll just make this pattern access or pattern encoding terminal just require a regular terminal. I think that's what I'll do. And there you have it. The regular terminal makes the pattern encoding terminal. That might not make sense, so we'll see where I go from there. But this update is probably going to be coming out once I wrap up that. And there's only a couple things left to go. There's heavy blocks. Foundry is done. I believe. Captured soul, niotic crystal. Niotic crystal is patterning prism. Foundry requires a pristine fire gem. Oh, whoops. I still have that bottled ghosts in there. Maybe I'll do like a fire elemental fire thing. Yeah. Is there something you can make with these? Not really. A glyph would be fun. That'd be a fun thing to do. Glyph of smelt would be kind of dope. Now the question is, how do you unlock tier 2 stuff? Firework, explosion. Yeah. These are all tier 2 anyway. Yeah, so we'll do Glyph of Smelt. I think that'd be fun. Maybe we'll even do 2 Glyph of Smelts. Just realized I totally can get bottled ghosts before Nature's Aura. So I just moved this bottling aura down here. Just for funsies. I also added a little blurb here. And these ones here, I'm going to make it so that they don't have a toast. So the only ones you see are the ones in this chapter here. Although here, this is required for this, which is fair, but I do want maybe to make this one not be disabled. I also added a little thank you to Gene. Excellent quest book page. I've had this vision in my head for a Nature's Aura gem for quite some time. Now, I don't know if I'm gonna actually be able to make it, but I'm gonna give it a shot. So it's gonna be triangular. So that should be fun. Probably like that. Maybe not all the way. Something like that. And then we're gonna go extend up the colors a little bit. Something like that. That actually looks kind of deviant. We'll do boom, boom. Extend that a little bit. Extend that, maybe bring that down, bring that down. Okay. Bring that over. This over. Alright. I'm looking at the top here for kind of what it would look like. Kind of like that, actually. It looks kind of sick. So the second part is going to be like a tree root. I have no idea how to do that. I'm guessing you start with like a palette. So I've just searched root here. Maybe something like this living root here. So something like this, except I kind of want it to be like wrapped around the back of the gem. So I think we're gonna, I don't know if I can actually, I don't know advanced controls in this well at all, but we'll see. All right, so I've broken this up into different parts. So I can move around kind of the individual legs a little bit. I don't think I want that middle bit. I don't honestly know if I want, oh cool, I can do that, nice. Yeah, so in theory, I kind of want it to be, oh man, this is not looking really how I want it at all. I kind of want like a nice, like fat root, kind of like maybe like looping around maybe like the top or the bottom and then coming out the top here, kind of like a tendril and then maybe like a leaf. I mean, obviously I can just change these around, but I don't really know. I want it to look exactly. And I want this to look like it's going behind it rather than kind of. Yeah, let's see. This one here. And then I want this kind of come up. Maybe. Hmm. All right, I think I'm done with that. Now, I was kind of thinking about having the leaf be kind of like um taking up the middle a little bit, but I kind of want to have this source spiral revealed. Um, so I think I'm just gonna go with that for now. All right, that does look pretty cool, gotta admit. Well, I meant to get a lot of progress done today, a lot of recording, but I ended up just doing troubleshooting instead. So this is all the clips from Wednesday. The textures was just having some serious issues, but yeah, still working on it. All right, there we have it, the energizing orb. So now I can officially make some. Let's see, what do I make? Well, I can make charged coils. I can also make energetic alloy, or energetic blend, I should say. So redstone, glowstone. You know, I wonder if Elemental Craft can automate the thingy bobber, because that would be cool. Because it's got like an annoying feature where it man, my brain is not on yet today. It's got a kind of an annoying feature where it can't like work if there's too many items. So I wonder if this will work. Kind of doubt it. I mean, I think the ordered sorter will, but I don't think the retriever will. Of course, I don't need the retriever either. I think I can just hopper it out. Hey, it does work. I don't know if I can use this though. That'd be cool. Not that I need it, because I do know a hopper works. Another chest. I think I got one. I did not have another chest. Alright, so let's see if this works. That's the wrong way. And that's the wrong way. And that's the wrong way. Why is that the wrong way? I don't understand. There we go. Oh, you don't even have to bind it. And this doesn't actually work. Okay. I can't believe that this sorter works that well. That's amazing. There's a weird little thing. I think we'll live. Yeah, I can't believe like how well that works. I've honestly struggled with automating this before. That looks pretty awesome with the shaders. Alright, so this is basically how to do this. Melt down some electrum. Perfect. There we go, energetic alloy. And this is still cooking. That's training pretty quick. I'm just gonna aim for like pretty close to a stack of this stuff because I do know you need a lot of it. Look at this. It even works with a single item. Well, I'm out of redstone again, so I think it's time to go mining. I don't think that there's a convenient way to grab it to generate it right now. I mean, that's not bad. Ooh, that's not good. All right. There we go. Fixed. I just added a null check, basically. It seems like sifting is once again the method of choice. And we have a ton of sand, so maybe I'll just set this up real quick. I really need to do a better job of quality control, because a lot of my videos, or my videos for today, ended up being the exact same thing, which is a bummer. Yeah, that's an oof. That actually feels really bad because I had some good stuff I feel like recorded. Um, so you're gonna miss out on today's episode, or today's recording, I should say. Basically, what I did was craft the Applied Energistics system, move all of my stuff in, worked on a few things. Um, but yeah, so that's unfortunate. Anyway, I'm hoping to release this episode later on today, and I'll see you in the next one. Well, I recorded me unlocking Applied Energistics and moving all of my stuff. And then it turned out that my recording was basically bugged and it didn't actually show anything on the screen. So what you're getting is this extremely short recap instead of like a good 10-15 minutes of content. However, that's not ideal. Um, however, oh my word. I don't know why this happens sometimes. It seems to be rare, and then just like a reload fixes it, but I don't understand exactly what causes it. Anyway, so I made the terminal require a capacitator instead of the logic processor. So you don't need to set up like a whole nother setup just to unlock very basics of a Applied Energistics. But yeah. So I got, oh man, I forget exactly what progress I did besides moving my stuff, crafting up stuff. I'm pretty sure I made charged coils in there. I made flux. I got my flux crystals going. Flux dust. Upgraded all these chests for storage. And just did a quick reload as well there, so my stuff actually showed up properly. Yeah. So I got stuff, and I feel like I can actually work on progressing now that I have Applied Energistics instead of having to like, I don't know. I feel like I was rushing it before. So I'm pretty happy that is done. Now, the next steps are basically going to be, I'd like to unlock this, but I honestly might wait until I have the foundry unlocked. Maybe get more stuff on passive first. We'll see. Because right now, you can't really passive through Applied Energistics. That comes when you unlock the interface, which is pretty much an entire chapter away. Well, definitely an entire chapter away, because it's post this. So we'll see if I end up moving this or not. Yeah. So unlocking steel, that's definitely next. So I would like to finish this update as soon as possible after releasing this episode. And it's basically going to be completing the tie-in here with immersive. I heard that you can... Actually, what is this? Magical alloy? Yeah, that makes sense. I heard that you can use different catalysts here. So I'm considering using a engineering block as an item. So you like place an engineering block on your natural altar for some recipe or another. I think that'd be fun. But yeah, we'll see. So I'm probably going to do, I think you need the air mill. I don't have it, a quest for it yet, but I'll make the air mill quest. Because that's how you get gold powder. First is the air mill. Because I think I'd like to get to this point before you unlock it. Um, maybe not. I might do something else. We'll see. Anyway, definitely gonna tie this in a lot more than I had the magic and artifice, mana and artifice, and I'm definitely gonna clean up the rest of the recipes that require mana and artifice, like this. I feel like the mod, besides being kind of content heavy and strict, also was kind of a lot of bugs and stuff. I can't say it would fix the resources, but I mean I wouldn't say that it wouldn't either. But yeah, so I'm definitely gonna make this a little bit more. I'm definitely gonna make it a lot more tied in, and then here I'm gonna make this more tied in as well. I can't say that I'll make like this require like mana diamonds or something, but we'll see. We'll see. I might make like, I don't know, the mana spreader, compression craft or something like that. But yeah, so that is that. I might also move the interface, but we'll see. Whatever makes sense is what I'm gonna do. So that is that. I probably won't make an episode with me just like tinkering with stuff. And the episode, or the patch, assuming I get enough done today, will probably end up coming out maybe by Monday. So hopefully you have that to look forward to. Otherwise, it'll take as long as it needs to, honestly. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. And I would say sorry for the delay, but things happen at the rate they're going to happen, basically. It would have been nice to get more done, but I only have as much time as I have. So that's how it is. I really appreciate everyone who's helped with the pack, played the pack, commented. Positive feedback is very encouraging. Honestly, feedback in general, like, you guys have been just awesome. So really appreciate it. But yeah, if you've stuck with the episode or the season this far, I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks again. Have a good one.